Hare Krishna everyone. Hope you had a lovely day. Welcome to Soma Vedic Astrology channel. Today we will discuss about the placement 12th lord in the first house. What do you mean by the lord of the house in Vedic astrology? Now each planet has got a responsibility of handling either one or two houses. So this planets become the lord of those houses. Now look at this table to see which planet is the lord of which zodiac sign. So if you see this table, Mars is the lord of two zodiac signs, which is Aries and Scorpio. Venus is the lord of two zodiac signs, Taurus and Libra. So in this way, each of the planet has gotten a department to handle either one or two zodiac signs. Now let us try to understand that with an example. Now for example, if in your chart third lord is in the fourth house, so how you conclude whether third lord is in fourth house? So if you see, this is the first house where 12 is written, this is the second house where 1 is written, and this is the third house where 2 is written. Now what is 2? If we have a look at the table, then 2 is nothing but the Taurus zodiac sign. And who is the lord of Taurus zodiac sign? It is Venus. Okay, so what you will say then, lord of the third house is Venus. Okay, because it is the lord of the Taurus zodiac sign. And but where is Venus placed? Now Venus is placed in the fourth house of the birth chart. So this is how you will conclude that third lord is in the fourth house. So today we will check the placement 12th lord in the first house, but before that I have already made detailed videos on what all things can we see from the first house as well as from the 12th house. Please go and check that out before proceeding with this video. Also, a small disclaimer. Please note that this is a general prediction depending only on the placement of lords in a specific house. Accurate results will only come after considering the zodiac sign, planets, dignity of the planets, retrogression, combustion, aspects, nakshatra, ascendant, shadbal, conjunction, and your running time period, which is Mahadasha, Antardasha, etc. Now, 12th Lord is going two places away and sitting in the first house. Two places away shows the areas of life where you're accumulating things, experiences, people. It is and money. It is a storage and collection of the items, people, experiences signified by the 12th lord. Especially all these memories, you're keeping it in your head because first house is also the house which represents your head. Now, first house is the Kendra house. So, the Kendra houses are the foremost basic pillars of any chart. House number 1, 4, 7, and 10 are called as the Kendra houses, and it shows yourself, your happiness, your spouse, and your career respectively. On the other hand, 12th house is part of the Dusthana houses. Now, Dusthana houses are those houses in the chart where certain positive experiences are there, but there are certain negative experiences or situations attached to it which actually nobody wants to deal in their life, right? So which is why Dushtana is considered an kind of an uncomfortable position. When we specifically talk about the 12th house, it shows hospitalization, being thrown out of the country or going to foreign lands. It will show all the things being done into seclusion and privacy. So there are certain going to imprisonment, jails, isolation, confinement. So all these things is seen from the 12th house. So apart from this, now first house is also a trikona house. So trikona houses are those houses in the chart where you get good results because of the things that you have done in the past life, because of the blessings of your ancestors, or because of sheer luck, right? So when trikona of easy success is getting linked to a dusthana where success is not easy, then it is definitely considered as a difficult placement. But like it's kind of a mixed placement, but depending on the entire chart we can see how it is working for an individual person. Now first house is part of the dharma trikon. So dharma trikon in any chart deals with following the right path, being truthful, being righteous in whatever you're doing the duty without thinking whether you are going to get anything from it or not. All these things is, part of the dharma trikon. On the other hand, 12th house is part of the moksha trikon. So moksha trikon are those houses of the chart where you need to learn to let go, where you need to learn to detach yourself from the results, detaching from the materialistic aspects, and doing something from a spiritual point of view. So when these two houses are getting linked together, your duty here is getting attached to giving away. Your duty here is being attached to let it go. Okay, so if in one statement, if I have to summarize this placement, it would be let it go, right? You have to let things go, let negative experiences go, and move ahead in life when it comes to this placement. Now 12th lord is the lord which shows loss of self, because 12 places away always shows loss, right? And first house is a house of self. So with this placement, one's life path will have obstacles, and one will have to learn to deal with those obstacles. So your life path will be this, and it's nothing to be afraid of, right? Nobody becomes a hero at the end without overcoming the obstacles and struggles. You will not see any story of any successful person without any obstacles. Nobody has it easy. So this is something not to be afraid of. Specifically, uh, obstacles could be related to health issues, yeah, or low in stamina or low in vitality, because it is sitting in the first house of your vitality and health. 12th lord is the natural house of Pisces zodiac sign. Now Pisces is the creative sign, and it is a sign where literally a person has to submerge into art and creativity, that that person has no idea like what is the time where they are sitting. They have no idea, right? So that is the kind of depth of the time they take to put into that art form. That is the kind of energy which is there of Pisces zodiac sign. And first house shows yourself. So this is a good placement to submerge yourself into any kind of creative work. Now what 12th lord is, what the ascendant is, all of these things needs to be taken into consideration to see how this will work. 12th lord is a lord of isolation, seclusion, privacy, and first house is a house of yourself. So with this placement, one is not seeking for public reputation, name, fame. If you are getting it in one way or the other due to some other combinations, that is an another situation. But here, with 12th lord, 12th lord is someone who wants to hide. 12th lord is someone who does not seek societal reputation. They want to be away from all these from inclusion into the society. So with this placement, it makes you very private. Could be due to some life experiences, or sometimes it could be also from birth, that you just don't want to mingle much with the public and like your private time. Now 12th lord is a lord which shows loss of self, and first house is a house of self. So with this placement, one might have to deal with event of loss of existing identity, or one might have been underconfident in their earlier ages of life, and then the life path basically is to discover yourself, to identify what inner potential you have, and then slowly gaining that confidence and getting your identity back. So this is kind of the gist of this placement. 12th lord is a lord of seclusion, privacy, research, and first house is a house of self. So with this placement, in some cases, like this is one example, general example, that I'm trying to show, that one can make oneself as an experiment in research lab for medicine testing. Now this is a very specific example. Obviously it's not going to be applied on all charts. This is just for explanation purposes. 12th lord is a lord of losses, and first house is a house of self and personality. So with this placement, your personality is tremendously going to improve or grow only after you deal with situations of losses, right? When you are in that lowest phases of life, when you are dealing with uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable territories, dealing with losses, is when you will have that real personality growth. 12th lord is a lord of expenses, and first house shows your self and personality. So with this placement, one might have to deal with lot of expenses in the lifetime. Now those expenses could be related to the planet which is shown in from the 12th lord. It can also show expenses on yourself, because first house is yourself. Now depending on how it is placed, if it is well placed and a good chart um, materially, then it could show that this person earns good and is just spending lavishly to live a good lavish life. If there is something related to health related afflictions, then it could show expenses so that one can recover from some kind of physical illness. So there are, varieties of things which we can see from the same placement. The entire chart we need to see what exactly is going to happen. First lord is the lord which shows privacy, and first 12th lord is the lord which shows privacy, and first house is the house of self. So with this placement, one likes to live privately and wants an isolated life rather than living a social life. Now again, we are not considering conjunction, we have not considered anything else, we are just talking about a singular placement. All the other things which we will add on is going to modify the results. 12th lord is a lord of imprisonment, jails, prison, and first house is a house of self. So, extreme cases of this placement can show serving jail time or living in isolation, living in confinement for a long period of time. Obviously, it is not going to be applicable for all charts. Again, I am repeating, we are just seeing what all things we can see from a singular position. Now 12th lord is a lord of losses, and first house is a house of self. So with this places placement, one might have to deal with events related to losses in life related to the planet lord. Now one should not consider loss as a negative thing. Sometimes, you need to lose a person's, metaphorically I'm speaking, to actually gain what you should really gain. Sometimes you have to lose certain path so that you can gain the right path where you should be, right? So loss should not be always considered as a negative thing. Sometimes missing that flight, sometimes losing an opportunity can give you return in another way. So loss should not be considered as a negative scenario. 12th lord is a lord which shows escape, and first house is a house of self. So with this placement, one should avoid to move towards an escapist path, because 12th lord is someone who just wants to escape, who does not want to face the reality. Okay. um, if you don't face the reality and try to escape, so one day to definitely you will have to face it, right? So it's better overcome that attitude and to lessen the escapist attitude as much as possible. Depending on what planet 12th lord is, could show alcohol, smoking, substance abuse, gambling. It will show, depending on what the planet is, it will show certain kind of an escapist tendency that the native might pursue to basically ignore the difficult situations of life, to not deal with the difficult situations of life. Now 12th lord is a lord which shows foreign lands, and first house is a house of self. So with this placement, now this is a good placement to settle in abroad. And because it is in the first house, in some cases it's like, you somebody is born in country A, and then right from childhood only they are been moved to another country, or when a dasha period comes and when this placement gets activated, the person can move and settle abroad. So it is a good placement to settle abroad, but again we have to see the situation of 12th house, the situation of 4th house, ninth house. We need to see all the other things in detail to predict anything. But this can show kind of a foreign travel or something related to foreign can be there. If it is going to foreign, then consider like it's working well, because then you are dealing with the event of foreign, which is the event of 12th lord, and not dealing with any other kind of the negative aspect of the 12th lord. Now 12th lord shows unknown places, and first house is the house of life path. So one's life path might involve to move into the unknown territories multiple times of life. So definitely you will have to deal with those uncomfortable situations, and when you will deal that, then only there is going to be a real growth in your personality and in all the other things in general. 12th lord is a lord of retreat centers, ashrams, healing centers, and first house is a house of self. Now this is as much as going to a foreign place combination, and it is the same combination is also seen for spirituality as well, because the real yogis, all those people, they also live in isolation. They also do not want to be part of society. They also want to be secluded willingly, right? They want to do that willingly. So the same placement is going to show the spiritual aspect, but we have to see the chart to see on which lines the chart is telling us like how it is going to work. So this placement is also good for spirituality, going into ashrams, retreats, healing centers, meditation, living in isolation, and focusing on one's spiritual development. Now, 12th lord is a lord of sleep and dreams, and first house is a house of self. It shows the body parts, brain, head. So, if it is badly placed, afflicted, then there is a possibility that one might be troubled with sleep related disorders, unable to sleep, insomnia, nightmares, unable to switch off the brain, continuous thought processes coming, overthinking. So one has to that is why the remedy could be to going to meditation and those meditation centers, because 12th lord itself shows meditation, right? So the remedy is already there. So it depends on how you are able to like which choice are you going to make. Now 12th lord is a lord which shows hospitalization, and first house is a house of self and vitality. So if this is badly placed, afflicted, then there would be a possibility of health issues due to low vitality, low fitness. Hospitalization for brain or head related issues could be possibility there, because first house shows these body parts. So again, working on one's fitness and health is another remedy for this placement. Now 12th lord also shows bed pleasures, because it's the ultimate Pisces zodiac sign where Venus, the planet of love, gets exalted, and first house is a house of self. So, depending on again whether there are many afflictions, malefic, benefic influences, badly placed, we have to see the chart. But in extreme cases, severe afflictions can show indulgence, excessive indulgence in bed pleasures, which could be almost like an addiction. Now, 12th lord is a lord of investments, and first house shows yourself. So, this is a good placement to spend time to learn to do proper investment, because that investment, kida is there in your head. So, this could be good, but again, you have to do that with proper learning, due diligence, and not, try to gamble with your hard earned money. Now, 12th lord is a lord of foreign, and first house shows your identity. Now, depending on certain placements, it might also show one's liking to foreign cultures, foreign brands, because that foreign element is coming and sitting in the first house. So, in some cases, it could be seen that the person is kind of a mixed race or exotic beauty kind of a thing, because the genes are present from two altogether different races, or it could show certain foreign influence on you because you watch, let's say, some foreign culture related TV, so you're a lot influenced by the foreign media. Or depending on again what the 12th lord, it could also mean that you like to wear foreign brands, you want to associate with foreign brands, so certain kind of foreign element will be there in your personality. Now 12th lord sitting in the first house is giving its seventh aspect on the seventh house of marriage and spouse. So this kind of a foreign element situation is also influencing your marriage or spouse. So there are definitely various scenarios which could happen. Again, I have made a video already on 12th lord and 7th lord and 12th. You can see that for more details, but example could be getting married abroad, like, so in this way 12th lord of foreign is getting connected to the 7th house of marriage. So again, it's a general statement. We need to see the entire chart to see how things pan out. I will in future make separate videos with different type of planets as the 12th lord in the first house. If you have this placement in your chart, please do mention your experiences in the comments section. I hope you guys must have liked the video. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Also, please do let me know in the comments section below what more videos would you like to see. Thank you.